It's from Crazy Crazy Nights.
That one.
Crazy Crazy Nights by Kiss.
Kiss.
Right. Okay. Hi, I'm Alistair Atkin from Atkin Guitars down in Canterbury in the UK. This is Lawrence, who's our head of electric guitar building. And he's just finished with the guitar, the electric team, these 2 guitars, which are 2 more for Justin Hawkins, who he's got quite a lot now, hasn't he?
Yeah, this is 7 and 8, so he owns 3.7% of all the electric guitars we've ever made.
Is that what it is? Right, there you go. These 2 are going to America because the way a touring band like The Darkness works is they have like these rigs that go out to different destinations. So, for example, if you were playing Europe in August and you had to be in America for some sort of festival in late August, rather than ship all your stuff, you'd have another rig out there and you just fly out and use that. And because they've just released their new album, Dreams on Toast, they've got massive world tours ahead of them, and that's part of the whole deal. So he's got 2. He's got a pink one and
a yellow one.
Yeah, both neon colours, which you may well have seen on our channel because we haven't stopped banging on about it, and nor's Justin
cool.
actually.
And we've sold a lot of them as well.
We have. They're available on the website, and people are snapping them up. At the moment, we're building them to order because we can't make them fast enough. But I'm sure that these 2 will be on there soon as well.
Yeah. So the new colour options.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a bit of a departure from the yellow and the pink.
Yeah, but I'm happy because I remember wanting a white one from day one. And when having seen the yellow and the pink, I was like, oh, white one, it looks so cool, and I'm in love. I don't want to send this guitar out. I want to take it home.
It is very cool.
The black one's very cool too, right? But this is definitely a bit of Lawrence.
That's what you'll go for, is it?
Yeah.
Is that exactly what you'll go for in one of these?
Pretty much. Yeah. No, I would change up slightly with the electronics. So Justin's famous for his Les Paul. So he's got 2 volumes and 2 humbuckers. So which is great for if you're used to that. But I would have a volume and a tone, maybe a push pull, maybe a different neck pickup. I don't know. And then I probably wouldn't like it as much. I mean, this has got something really going on about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to do something differently. And even if you can treat it as a 1 pickup guitar, just like that with your volume down there. Really, there's something about just that really, and then the neck pickup does so much as well. And
should we go through what these are and what they're made of, and the sort of development behind it? So we always start with Justin on a WhatsApp group. Yeah. Softy's on it as well.
Yeah. And their new guitar tech.
Yes, another Justin.
Another Justin.
Yeah.
Garrick? Justin Garrick?
Yes, right? Yeah. Justin Garrick, I think.
Yeah.
So there's 5 of us on that group chat, and the sort of ideas start coming, and there's usually a load of outrageous stuff that, and then stupid things are said, but some of those stupid things end up being like actual things.
Yeah.
And so it's a nice opportunity just to let everyone's thoughts come out, and then we'll start developing something. And these came about after we did the JH3001 Mindhorn. Yeah. And Justin's sort of thought was that he wanted to sort of, he hadn't got an S style that he was using out on the road.
I mean, he'd been using a sort of Super S style from another company. Yeah. And I think they didn't want to entertain a custom guitar for, it was like a 4-year wait or something.
Right.
Like, we can do that. We do that. And then this was born. Justin had an affinity for 70s guitars. So the original brief was like a modified 70s S-type.
Yeah.
With a big headstock, and that's why the middle, a lot of people would been saying, why have you still got the hole? And it's like, because it wants to look like a modded guitar. But then we went with our standard size headstock, which is a big headstock, really. It's bigger than most, and it looks great in reversed. So that's what we ended up going for with our 85 style logo. Yeah. Because Phil put it on there by mistake.
Yeah.
Because we wanted like a more traditional looking logo.
Yeah, 70s
and then
kind of.
And it's like, well, that looks really cool. And then we sent a picture on the group chat, and it's like, yeah, everyone thought it looked cool, so we went with that.
And it stands out really well as well.
Especially in the white on this one.
Yeah.
It really.
Yeah. And it's quite fun to be able to. This is another thing that we've always been able to do, is just come up with ideas and roll with them very quickly. We don't have to go for a board meeting. We usually go down to the cafe and go, should we do that? And then it's like, yeah, let's do that. And it happens very quickly. So it means we can react to
like having people like Matt, our CAD guy, in-house, who's great. I'm always going to him, oh, can we just have this but 0.5 millimetre up that way? And then I get a program sent down to the CNC, and it's perfect. You know, it's, all this stuff is really, really great to be part of.
Yeah. So I mean, these are made. The bodies are made of a beachy, which is an African hardwood, but it's quite lightweight. It's fast growing, so environmentally it's quite a good wood to use. What weight are these? Have you weighed them yet?
Not yet. I deliberately made these a little bit heavier than the last two because
he likes them a bit heavier.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So I was like, I saw some. I think that one's a bit heavier than this one. They're both about the same. What do you think?
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah. So these are the heavier side of a beachy, but you can get a beachy can go down to like 6.5 pounds, maybe 6 pounds on a really light. Yeah. Between 6 and 8, but normally you get a nice consistent sort of 7 pound guitar. It's sort of average for a beachy, which is
that's
really
a great
nice.
weight, isn't it?
It's a really nice weight to have.
Yeah.
And it sounds great as well. I mean, I remember when we first started this. So this is number 222. So 222 guitars in. We've made one order, one swamp ash, and one basswood, I think.
And we made
maybe there's
a couple of
there's some reclaimed pine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean we've done about 5 or 6 guitars that weren't Obeachy, and I expected the guitar community to be a lot more conservative.
Yeah.
But they haven't been. So.
No, it's
great. You know, everyone that tries it is like, oh, I like that way, and then they hear it and they play it, and it's never a deal breaker.
No,
it surprised me because, but it's great. Like you say, it's sustainable. It's fast growing, which makes it sustainable, and and it's a little bit more expensive than Alder, but not. It's negligible really.
Yeah,
and we can get hold of it. It's great stuff.
And neck-wise, we pretty much use this roasted maple for all the electrics. Occasionally something else might come up, but this stuff...
Certainly after probably about the first 70 guitars, I think we pretty much decided, because we really like the finish to be almost to nothing on the back of the neck, and that's a great feel, and roasted maple does that very well. And it takes on less moisture, so it's a lot safer to do that with roasted maple than a standard sort of plain, just a kiln-dried maple. So
there is very little finish on the back of this.
Yeah, and the way it's blended in to nothing as well is very, very seamless. There's none of these sort of tan lines you get with.
So it's almost like sunbursted on, isn't it?
Almost.
Yeah. So we've got lacquer here and lacquer down here, and this bit here is bare wood.
Yeah, it's just sealed with a little bit of wax these days, and but again, it's.
But the luster you feel on that is really smooth, isn't it?
Everyone who picks one up,
it's the sort of dreamy, it's that dreamlike feel that people sort of talk about when they pick up a really nice guitar with that
and it's just
neck.
what happens with the old ones anyway. Like we've got a dealer in the vintage instruments that comes down for lunch every now and then. And it's like. Brings these super tasty things, and
you get
and that's what it's like on the 60s and 50s guitars. It's it pretty much, if they've been gigged, they wear away to nothing. And they normally got a very dark patina from years of the carbon in your sweat and everything reacting with the wood. So another great thing about the roasted maple, it's a bit darker, so it's got the vintage tint almost built in. So,
and this stuff, it's from Nova Scotia. There's one guy that sort of really has cornered this market, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And it's beautiful stuff. He's really on it.
It's all perfectly quarter sawn as well. Like the grain's going straight down, and he saws the logs himself. You know. You see it on his Instagram.
I went to see him last summer.
Yeah.
And he showed me around the area that he works in, and he's literally picking up logs with sort of hydraulic equipment, doing it all himself and dangling logs onto this sort of special saw frame, cutting out all the billets. You know, it's really interesting to watch. But the care that he puts into it is second to none.
Because normally a sawmill will just saw a log up in the most efficient way, and you'd only get a few cuts that would be great for a guitar neck out of that kind of standard method of sawing up a log, because you're just getting every sort of square inch of wood you can out of it. And yeah, the way Rene does it, it's like he's thinking guitar neck from the get-go. And he's the guy.
Yeah, and they're you know, Nova Scotia's full of great maple, so it's everywhere, and he just picks certain trees and gets them back to his area. He's out in the countryside, and he just works away at it, and he roasts everything in-house. He didn't show me the roasting oven or whatever he's got. I feel like it was either too high-tech or not high-tech enough. He probably just puts it in the smeg oven like we do. But so yeah, that's the necks, and really stable. The shape of these necks, is there a slight change from variation from our standard stuff?
Yeah, Justin likes a slim neck. So this is somewhere between, we do an 85 guitar, which is a 24 fret, it's kind of shred machine, and that's got a thinner neck than this. And but our standard S types have got a fatter neck. This is somewhere in between. So it's quite a slim C, and it's also wider for the Floyd Rose. It's got a lock-in nut, so it's a 43mm nut, so it's a little bit wider as well. But there's plenty of room.
So finish-wise, we can talk about the finish.
It's perfect.
All of our finish is done in-house. Phil, who's the head finisher here, he's like a sort of custom shop guy. He does these. They're nitrocellulose finishes. Has that got black under there? No, it hasn't, has it?
No, it's a white undercoat with white, so you can see the white undercoat.
So this is white, black over white. And that's just a white undercoat.
Yeah. So even 3D printed these plugs.
Yeah.
With his new resin 3D printers.
They're from the.
These aren't the filament. These are resin.
Look at them.
Look. And these are these little plugs for the switch cavity.
Yeah. So this is the sort of stuff that we kind of enjoy doing, because, well, you can be sure that no one else has ever made that before.
No.
And so it follows the contour of the body. It's got this whole kind of vibe about it that it's just so custom made.
Yeah, and it's just a push fit, so you just undo the switch and push it, and it will come out, and you can service the switch if you need to, and then just push it back in. It's a very elegant solution.
Yeah, I love that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I think that's the 3D printing has really come into its own for certain things, isn't it?
And we're going to start 3D printing the bobbins for these mini humbuckers as well.
Cool.
It's already drawn up.
That's
ready
brilliant.
to go. So
I see. That's going to work well.
Super fun. And then that unleashes a whole world of what can we do with pickups now? You know, because those resin 3D printers for that kind of stuff, it's just a lot better than the filament thing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously each has its place for different applications and all that. So yeah, that's super exciting. So yeah, the pickups are all made in house. So
run through those for us.
Yeah, this is an F-spaced, I mean it's wider. The spacing of the poles is wider, which works very well with a Floyd Rose tremolo. Just so that the strings in these pole pieces line up, so you're going to get better articulation on there. So that's a PAF, but with a wider space in it. It's super hot as well. It's like a 14K Alnico 5. Again, that comes from looking at Justin's his main stage guitar that we had, and we took some readings, and it's like, have it like this. So it's just 14K and Alnico 5 is a bit of a classic combination for that kind of rock playing. I mean, it's just you want that kind of silliness. It's really. It's all there. I can't get used to like these two volumes. Yeah. It's like, but Justin can. So yeah, and that's another point. Within reason, like we've done a hardtail version of these.
Yeah.
Now we've got the black and the white, but you could have any colour. We've got an order coming through. A guy's asking about a Sustainiac pickup option, less relicing.
Yeah.
Again, So yeah,
any colour as well, really.
Yeah.
It's just fill your boots, whatever you feel like going for.
We're making them to order. So I mean, some things will be upchargeable, but most things, if you want a different colour, it's same price. Yeah. You know. So
there's a lot you can do with it. So front pickup.
So that's also an Alnico 5, but it's on a mini rail. So those magnets are smaller. So even though it's Alnico 5, there's a lot less going on with that magnet because of its size. So it's actually remarkably different. That it's really quite. There's a nice sort of and the middle position. And depending on which one you roll down, you can get a lot of different stuff going on with that middle position, depending on how you mix the two pickups together. And they spoke about that in the Guitarist review, which we haven't mentioned yet, because these have just been reviewed in this month's Guitarist magazine.
So that's sort of as far as capacitors and things like that?
Yeah, so there's no capacitors because there's no tone control, so it's just volume. But, like I said, so that's a neck pickup. So it really cleans up nice. Middle position. Again, you can mix the two volumes and get all sorts of stuff going on. Again, the bridge pickup is a boisterous bridge pickup. It's not there for the clean sound. Doesn't sound terrible though. But that neck pickup really delivers. So although it's an Alnico 5, I think it's about 10k of output, but it's not what you might expect. There's a lot of tones available on this. But yeah, if you are a one volume, one tone guy, just say when you order it, and we'll do it like that.
Yeah,
and you can have a capacitor.
Exactly, and because the pick guards are perspex.
Oh yeah. So
you can see inside what's going on there. Nice wiring that Lawrence has done. You have to make sure it's nice when people can see it, don't you?
Yeah, it's a pain, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's really nicely put together. So it's got a. Yeah, I think that's a cool thing. These volume knobs as well. Yeah, that was something Justin was really keen to go for, which he claims are a sort of dedication to his grandfather's
sort of drink decanter.
Yes.
Yeah, those crystal drink decanters. What's in it? His granddad or his dad was trying to save a bottle of R. White's lemonade and ended up smashing the crystal decanter.
Yes, so something like that.
This is some way makes up for that. So
I think it's just a little reminder.
Yeah.
You should never go for the R. White's lemonade.
Yeah. So with the wiring, it's all shielded cable, and obviously the pots are shielded the way the pots are made, and this is a shielded cover, and they're humbuckers. So normally on an S-Type we put a custom-made shielding plate that we make on the CNCs, aluminium, to cover all that, and then all the cavities will be painted with graphite paint, and it's all earthed, and it's a whole Faraday cage, keeps it really super quiet. But when you got humbuckers and shielded cable, and Justin didn't want that look, and it behaves itself just fine with all that going on. So, and it also looks quite neat with all the shielded cable. Yeah, especially on the, you can't see it so much on the black one, can you? But,
well, no.
But there's something nice about seeing all the guts of everything.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is. Yeah. On these as well, as with all of our guitars, you've got this sort of nice neck joint that gives you a bit more access up the fretboard. And the neck carve here is as close to the body as it can be, so it follows the line of the body.
Yeah, it's very nice that.
Yeah, again, nice little features that actually do make a difference.
Yeah, and it's that handwork with the Japanese carving knife.
Yeah,
once you get to that stage in the build, and it's all those little contours, you can just finesse.
Yeah,
I say me, I mean Phil.
Yeah,
Phil does that.
It's.
They're beautiful things.
And fretboard-wise, they've got the inlays on the fretboard.
The JH3001. So we cut those out on our laser cutter, and we've got a really nice tight fit on those.
So the inlay's working well.
On that. Yeah, that's pops quite nicely as well.
Yeah. you want to plug this one in and
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
see what differences we can find? Oh, yeah, that is rather nice. I think you need to do some real dive bombing kind of. Heavy,
I think we need to
wind
change
it
the
up.
sound, don't we?
Yeah.
So that's the bridge pickup on 4. So that's super fun. Yeah, these are set up with 10s.
Yeah.
Because that's what Justin wants. So we use that in pretty much everything. But again, if 9s is your thing, or 11s, or light top, heavy bottoms, whatever,
we can do
just
that.
say, and we'll do it. And we even put it on the plec machine. We haven't talked about that yet. So obviously these are all plecked, so the action is super low and really behaves itself. It's because of the way the plec machine works and gets that going. But again, we can tailor that to your specific taste. You know, it's all included. It's very much a custom shop. You know.
Yeah.
But you do have to wait, obviously. You know.
Yeah, I think it's probably about 4 months at the moment, isn't it?
4 months at the moment.
Yeah.
Turnaround. So.
And I mean, I don't know, what are we making? 2 or 3 a week? 2 a week?
2 a week on a good week. Depends what's going on with other things in the building.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So we don't make loads of.
Dragged away. Been here too long, you see.
Yeah.
Too
I know how to do too much stuff. so yeah, but we make basically 2 electrics a week. So if you do want one, do get in touch because it is getting busier and it's becoming quite a popular model. So
I want one.
Yeah, I think
I want one of all of them, but especially that one.
Right,
that's
the whitey.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Yeah.
Santa Claus may come.
Yeah.
And, anyway, I think we've covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to do? The Floyd Rose is all set up.
Yep, so it's
nicely.
a Goto Floyd Rose. Very nice, the Goto stuff. 16-inch radius. I'll mention that. Narrow, tall frets.
Yeah.
We can do stainless frets as well as a upchargeable option, which is nice. That's another thing I would change if I made one for me.
You'd have stainless steel.
Yeah. Not for everyone, stainless steel. Certainly brightens up the tone and it feels different and all this stuff, but I'm a fan.
Hey, well, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. If you're into one of these, get in touch. They're on the website. You can make an order through the website. You put a deposit down, and then when the guitar's finished, it will let you know, and there's a final payment to be paid. So take care. Look out for these on Justin's tour when you're seeing the Darkness somewhere. You should see these in the States if you're over that side. Take care. Have a good day. We'll see you again.